how'd you characterize the round today?
I think it was a pretty solid day. I mean, I got off to a pretty terrible start. I managed to get around to Oakmont for 4 days with no doubles, and I made it 0 holes here. Typically, that's not kind of what you expect around here. The scoring's typically pretty low. It's a windy day, and it's thicker rough than I've seen, so I'm not surprised the scoring is a little bit higher than usual. But, yeah, all in all, pretty good day.
What was your recovery like after the U.S. Open? Did you take more time, a day off, more than normal, or was it pretty standard?
No. We came here Sunday night, and I just basically went through our normal routine. Came out here and played 9 holes on Monday, and, basically just got to it.
When's the last tour event has your dad ever caddied at a tour event?
He caddied for me for 9 holes at Bay Hill a couple years ago, 2022.
I remember that, okay.
But no. But, I mean, he's out there
yeah.
all the time, so it's pretty easy.
You make it around pretty good? Looked like that 18th
Yeah, he hung
was a
in there.
struggle.
I think that hill on 17 was not his favorite. But he made it, and hopefully don't need him again tomorrow.
What is the status on Kyle?
He's just feeling sick. And I don't
bug?
want what he has, and I don't want any of my kids to have what he has. So I figured just give him an extra day to recover. I'm sure he could have come out here if his life depended on it. But with my dad here and just not wanting to get anybody else sick.
Did you ever consider your mom?
I'm sure she would have liked me to, but
she did.
Yeah, I mean, just in theory would be fun, but I think my dad's just he walks so many holes with me and knows the game so well that he can be an asset for me out there where my mom's watching from a little bit farther away usually.
You hold a fair number of putts today. You kept the ball in play. That must have been nice to finally see kind of both sides of the game at the same time. Yeah.
I mean, I obviously, aside from the start, I kind of made a mess of 15, where you feel like you should, at least have a look at 3, and I made a 5. So you take those 2 holes out and made 8 birdies, and had plenty of chances outside of that. So, like you said, nice to see it come together a little bit.
With a front left pin like that, was there ever a consideration, not judging here, I'm just curious, to lay back on 15?
On 15? No, not really.
Let's always go and just hope for the best?
Yeah, honestly, if I had to do it again, I might try to get it past the hole.
Did you hit 3-wood?
I hit hybrid.
Hybrid, okay.
Which, if I hit it well, kind of has a chance to, trickle up on the front edge. But with the wind blowing the way it was and the greens being a little bit firmer than usual, that pitch where I hit it over the green from just short, I think is harder than it usually is.
Yeah.
So it just might not have been.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's just a tricky little hole location. There's not much you can do. You miss it, a little bit differently off the tee, and it's a totally different hole.
You've played enough golf to have some bad things happen. Is it a pretty quick recovery going to 2T, or did that linger?
No, it was fine, honestly. I feel like just the routine with my dad caddying and not, taking my stuff and putting it back in the locker and having a couple extra minutes on the tee, and everything was just a little bit off from our typical routine. And I think I just got to the first tee still just not settled into the day yet. And as soon as I missed the putt for 5, I felt totally fine. I just kind of put my head down, and at that point it was a little bit easier just to go do what I need to do.
Do you travel with a carry bag?
No.
How did that?
They found one for me today.
The club did, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many minutes before your tee time did your dad get the call?
Probably not that. I mean, it was probably. Oh, did my dad get called?
Yeah.
We kind of knew early this morning on our way. Kyle gave me a call and just said, "Hey, I'm still feeling pretty bad." So we figured it was a possibility, but it was fine. I mean, he's with us all the time, so it's super, super easy for him to kind of jump in.
Kind of riding a little bit of momentum, since the qualifier for the U.S. Open, played well in Canada, then last week, and now this round.
Yeah, I've been playing really well. I think even before that, Philadelphia is the first result that you see it. finishing, I think, top 10 there. And then PGA week, I actually played really well. I was deathly ill on the weekend. I could hardly stay awake to play. I think had I been feeling okay, I would have been kind of up there that week. Just physically, I had terrible aches and stuff, so I was really struggling out there. But, yeah, I mean, I really have put together a bunch of nice weeks in a row. Memorial even, T25 doesn't sound like much, but I think I shot 77 the first day and kind of hung on from there. Kept moving up. So there's been a lot of solid golf, and nice to see it kind of result in some good finishes.
Just given your roots, is there any part of you that likes it when the tour moves a little bit more north?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice just being familiar with kind of how everything feels as a whole. Golf course, even just something as simple as the neighborhoods, like where you might stay, or it all feels very familiar. So it's nice, but we play so much golf everywhere that from a golf standpoint, it is what it is. You're just kind of trying to do your job every day.
Are you going to work on the range this afternoon or take it easy?
Nope. I'm very hot, and I would like to go sit down.
Right now?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Thanks.
Thank you.